trying to fix a Samsung Galaxy S9. This is the SM-G960F. I've been using the Google Pixel 3 XL and it's pretty good, except sometimes it suffers from motion blur. Notice how the guy is blurry but everything in the back is clear. My Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus doesn't suffer those motion blur and focus problems as much, but pictures with low light and zoom tend to be grainy, which seems to be a common problem for the S8. But looking at the reviews for the S9, they said they improved the low light capabilities of the camera. And since one popped up on the cheap that looked fixable, I got it for 20 bucks. The ad says broken screen with green lines, but it also says water damage. First plug in and there seems to be life. It doesn't respond to touch or button press, but I think display on and not responsive when a phone is off with a flat battery is normal when it's plugged in for the first time. Now that it's shut down, it's pulling 4.8 volts at 1.65 amps, so it kind of seems to be charging. It's charged and we press the button and it seems to work, but it seems to be password protected. Now I have done a factory reset and FRP bypass on an old Android 6 phone, so I figured I could do it on this phone, but this is probably where I made my mistake. But more on that later. Factory reset's not hard, just press volume up, Bixby, and then hold the on button. When you get to the Android recovery screen, it's just volume down to wipe data and factory reset. But the FRP bypass, now that's very convoluted with a lot of steps. Basically you have to use the limited resources of the lockout to try to find a hole to get into the system. Download the FRP bypass files and run them to clear out the previous Google account. The first is press the emergency call, then punch a special number into the keypad. But if you look at mine, there is no emergency call button. There's changing the ringtone, because that gives you a pop-up with access to the phone. Mine doesn't have this pop-up. There's press buttons on the outside, and that gives you the screen capture access. Mine doesn't have that. There's going through the voice assistant, but mine doesn't do that either. There's a simultaneous pressing of Wi-Fi on and next at the same time, in the hope that it glitches. This needs a lot of tries, and you need to be connected to the network. There's lots of software that unlock your phone from a PC, but you have to pay for it and you never know if it's going to work. The only free one I've been able to find is SamFW Tool, and this doesn't unlock it either. This not working kind of makes me feel the paid ones might be risky. There's even a crazy one where you pop the SIM at a critical phase and hope it glitches. The major problem I was having at the time was this thing wasn't connecting to the router, so I couldn't try some of these things. Basically I keep getting a pop-up that says I can't connect to the internet. This is where I decided it didn't like my router, so I bought a cheap Wi-Fi repeater. And I think it connected because the usual cannot connect to the internet sign was missing. But then this sign popped up, i.e. it knows it has an unauthorized factory reset and will not let you sign in. This is kind of where I figured it's a lost cause, because if you look at a list of the FRP unlock videos, they put a date on there, like Samsung is patching their phones and these are new ways to get around it. If we go back to where the phone was encrypted, this might have been my best opportunity, because the emergency call was still active and who knows what else. Then again, the phone's been patched so well, maybe this is useless as well. Another problem I was having, the screen can go completely blank white for a week. I actually gave up a week ago because the thing went solid white and I couldn't read anything, so I couldn't do anything. And it's only dumb luck that I turned it on today to do this video and the screen starts working again. Currently, unless something new turns up, I don't think I can crack this phone, so I'm going to have to give up on it. But then again, there's Samsung S10 FRP bypass videos. Like, how does that have less security patches in a new phone and an Android 12 as well?